last part we have discussed about the definition of variability and two measures of variability. One is range and second is average deviation. In this part we will discuss about quartile deviation. Shortly, quartile deviation is denoted by Q. Let us consider a series of scores and write the series of scores in ascending order. This series of scores can be represented by a straight line. Suppose this is a series of scores in which the scores are arranged in ascending order. That means at this point least score and at this point highest score. Now divide the series in 4 equal parts. That means we have to take here 3 points, first, second and third. Suppose this series is 100%. We have divided the series in 4 equal parts. This first point is called first quartile, second point is called second quartile and third point is called third quartile. First quartile is a score on score series below which 25% scores lie and above which 75% scores lie. Then Q2 is a point on score series below which 50% scores lie and above which 50% scores lie. We know that this point is a midpoint of score series. And we know that this midpoint is nothing but median of the series, score series. Now consider third point. Third point is called 2, 3. It is third quartile. Third quartile is a point on series below which 75% scores lie and above which 25% scores lie. Now the distance between first quartile and third quartile, that means this middle distance. The distance between first quartile and third quartile is called interquartile range, and quartile deviation is defined as the half of interquartile deviation. Sorry, interquartile range. Now interquartile range can be found as Q3 minus Q1. And quartile deviation is half of the interquartile range. Therefore, quartile deviation Q is equal to Q3 minus Q1 upon 2. Let us consider the quartile deviation of ungrouped. Let us consider the example, find the quartile deviation of following data. Data is given in raw scores form. Scores are 37, 62, 22, 9, 88, 75, 46, 54 and 50. Now write these scores in ascending order. So first score is 9, 15, 22, 37, 46, 54, 62, 75 and 88. Now divide this series in 4 equal parts. The number of scores is 9. So middle point is at 46. That means it is Q2, or we can say that it is median. Now consider this half part of the series. Divide this half part into 2 equal parts. So the midpoint of half part is 22. That means 22 shows first quartile of the series, and here the score 62 shows third quartile. So we can find quartile deviation by using the formula Q is equal to Q3 minus Q1 upon 2. So which is equal to 62 minus 22 upon 2. The difference is 40. 40 by 2 means 20. That means 20 is the quartile deviation of given scores. Now consider quartile deviation of group data. So let us consider an example. Find the quartile deviation of score frequency distribution. Scores are given and their frequencies are given in second column. So first find out the sum of all frequencies. That means n is equal to 40. Now we have to calculate cumulative frequency. Shortly we denote this cumulative frequency as CF and notation for it capital F. Now start from the score 3. So cumulative frequency of 3 is 1. Cumulative frequency of 5 is 3. Then next 7, 15, 30, 37, 39 and 40. Now n is equal to 40. Now we have to find the values of first quartile and third quartile. First quartile is a point on series below which 25% scores lie. That means we have to take n by 4 value. N by 4 is equal to 10. Now find the score whose cumulative frequency is 10. Now if we consider this the cumulative frequency, then the score 8 has cumulative frequency 7 and 9 has cumulative frequency 15. That means the score 9 is the first quartile score. That means Q1 is around 9. Now firstly we calculate value of first quartile. We have to use the formula Q1 is equal to L1 plus n by 4 minus capital F1 divided by small f1, where L1 is the lower limit of Q1 score. Here Q1 score is 9. So its lower limit is 8.5. Now capital F1 is the cumulative frequency of score below first quartile score. That means below first quartile score the score is 8 and its cumulative frequency is 7. So F1 is equal to 7 and small f1 is the frequency of the score which is which shows first quartile. That means first quartile score frequency is 8. Now we put the values of all the notations. That means L1 is equal to 8.5 plus n by 4 is equal to 10 minus cumulative frequency of scores below first quartile score. That means 7 and F1 is equal to the frequency of Q1. It is 8. So which is equal to 8.5 plus 8 minus 7, 3 by 8.5 plus 3 upon 8, which is equal to 8.5 plus 0.37 and the sum is 8.87. That means first quartile is 8.87. Now we calculate third quartile. So consider 3n by 4. 3n by 4 is equal to 30 because n is equal to 40. So 3n by 4 is equal to 30. Now consider the cumulative frequency 30. Now the here is cumulative frequency 30. That means the score 12 has cumulative frequency 30. So it is nothing but the third quartile score Q3. Our third quartile score is 12. So write the formula for calculating Q3. Q3 is equal to L3 plus 3n by 4 minus capital F3 upon small f3, where L3 means lower limit of third quartile score. Third quartile score is 12, so its lower limit is 11.5. Capital F3 is the cumulative frequency of a score below third quartile. Below third quartile score 9 is a score and its cumulative frequency is 15. So F3 is equal to 15. And small f3 is the frequency of third quartile score. That means it is also 15. Now we will put the values in formula. So we get 11.5 plus 30 minus 15 upon 15. That means 11.5 plus 1, because 30 minus 15 is 15 and 15 upon 15 is equal to 1. So it is 12.5. Now we know that quartile deviation is calculated by the formula Q is equal to Q3 minus Q1 upon 2. That means which is equal to 12.5 minus 8.87 divided by 2, and which is equal to, the difference is 3.63 upon 2. That means which is equal to 1.81. In this way we have calculated the quartile deviation of group data. The data is given in the form square and frequencies. Nextly, we will consider the data in the form of class interval and frequency. This is the example in which class interval and frequencies are given. Now we have to find quartile deviation, so we have to calculate cumulative frequency. So start from the class interval 20 to 29. So its cumulative frequency is 5. Then next 10, 16, 27, 41, 51, 57 and 60. Now consider n is equal to, the last class interval has cumulative frequency 60. That means the sum is also 60. N is equal to 60. Therefore, n by 4 is equal to 15. Now, 15 is a cumulative frequency lies in class interval 40 to 49. So, the class interval 40 to 49 is an interval of first quartile Q1. That means Q1 class interval is 40 to 49. Now calculate Q1 by using the formula. Q1 is equal to L1 plus N by 4 minus F1 divided by small f1 and multiplied by I. I is the length of class interval. Now we all consider the notations. L1 is the lower limit of Q1 class interval. Q1 has class interval 40 to 49. So its lower limit is 39.5. Now capital F1 is a cumulative frequency of class below Q1 class. 30 to 39 is a class below to Q1 class 40 to 49 and its cumulative frequency is 10. So capital F1 is equal to 10. and small f1 is the frequency of first quartile class interval, that means it is 6, and the length of each class interval is 10, because each interval is 30 to 39, that means it contains 10 scores. 50 to 59, that means it contains 10 scores, that means length of each class interval is 10. Now we are putting the values in the formula. So L1 is equal to 39.5 plus n by 4 is 15 minus f1 is 10 and small f1 is 6 into 10. So which is equal to 39.5 plus 15 minus 10 means 5. 5 into 10, 50. 50 divided by 6. So which is equal to 39.5 plus 8.33, and this sum is 47.83. Now we calculate the third quartile. So consider the cumulative frequency 3n by 4. 3n by 4 is equal to 45. Now 45 is a cumulative frequency in the class interval 70 to 79. So it is the class interval of third quartile, that means Q3. Q3 class interval. Now we have to use the formula Q3 is equal to L3 plus 3n by 4 minus capital F3 upon small f3 into I. Now again L3 means lower limit of class interval of Q3. So the class interval of Q3 is 70 to 79. So its lower limit is 69.5. Capital F3 is the cumulative frequency of the class interval below Q3 class interval. That means 60 to 69 is a class interval below to 70 to 79, and its cumulative frequency is 41. So F3 is equal to 41, and small f3 is the frequency of class Q3 class, that means it is 10, and length of class interval is 10. So by putting the values we get 69.5 plus 45 minus 41 divided by 10 into 10, which is equal to 69.5 plus 10, and 10 we can cancel, and 45 minus 41 means 4. So which is equal to 73.5. So we can calculate the quartile deviation by using the formula. Quartile deviation Q is equal to Q3 minus Q1 upon 2, and which is equal to 73.5 minus 47.83 divided by 2, which is equal to 25.67 divided by 2, and the value is 12.84. In this way we have calculated the value of quartile deviation from group data. In each example, while calculating quartile deviation, it is always remembered that the class intervals or scores should be written in descending order. In this part, we have discussed about the quartile deviation. We have calculated the quartile deviation of ungrouped data and grouped data. Now, in next part, we will consider standard deviation.